Welcome back to the Kiosk Presents. So the holiday season is upon us. Sometimes it's nice to sit down, take a rest, watch a movie, and unwind during this busy season. Here to talk about their new movie, The Book Thief, is Emily Watson and Ben Schnetzer. Welcome to the Kiosk Presents.
Thank you very much.
So The Book Thief, what is this movie about?
The movie is, it's based on a best-selling novel by Markus Zusak, and it tells the story of a young girl growing up in Nazi Germany who's taken in by a foster family. And she develops a real passion for literature and for words, and her adoptive parents take in a Jewish refugee with whom she develops a very enduring bond over this shared love for storytelling and their shared experiences of loss through the war and through that point in time. And it's really just, it's her story, and it's told from the point of view of ordinary Germans and ordinary citizens during the rise of the Third Reich, and the way ordinary people handle themselves and conduct themselves, and the conflicts with which they're faced at a time of such adversity.
It looks like such a beautifully shot movie, too. I did see the trailer for it. What was it like to immerse yourself so much into this historical world that you really only read about, that you yourself didn't live through?
Well, we shot in Berlin, which is a city where the history is very evident all around you. Everywhere you go, there is a library, a museum, an exhibit. It's a very, very rich resource. And everybody we shot, the crew and a lot of the cast were all German, and their families had lived through this, and they were, you know, real experts on what it was like to be faced with those situations. I think that, to me, that was for my character, was the most interesting thing about the film, that it was, you know, just really ordinary. I was playing a really ordinary woman who was quite angry and disappointed with her life. She washes other people's clothes for a living, and her husband is sort of, in her eyes, a bit useless. And then this enormous event happens to them, which is that a Jewish refugee knocks on the door and asks for shelter, and everything changes, and she's cracked open in a way, because in that instance she's revealed to be a good person. She does the right thing. I don't know if I would in that situation. Of course, with hindsight you would, but if my life and my children's lives were in danger, would I take in a stranger that would, you know, put us, you know, we might all end up being dead? I think it's an incredibly good and brave thing that they do, and it really puts a spotlight on the other side of this story, because we have seen, you know, there have been many movies made and many stories told about the Jewish point of view, and not that many, certainly, that are you know, in movies like this, that are told from the German point of view, and how, you know, what made the Nazis so successful was that people signed up to it. But then some people didn't, and some people were incredibly brave, like this family, and you know, they saved somebody's life.
And it really is a unique point of view, too. Like you said, we really haven't gotten a movie from the ordinary German citizen point of view during the war.
Yeah.
So how did you both get involved with this movie?
Well, I know the director a little from before, and I've worked with Jeffrey Rush before, and they sent me the script, and I had a conversation with Brian, the director, who said, you know, I'd love to work with you, but how would you feel about being unattractive and ugly and unlikable? And I said, yes, please. This is what I'd love to do. So, yeah, it was a no-brainer for me.
I got the script when I was at I was finishing up drama school here in London, and I read the script and really fell in love with the story, and auditioned for it and auditioned for it and auditioned for it, and yeah, and got really lucky and got an amazing phone call one morning and found out that I got the part, and so went to Germany to kick things off. Yeah.
Well, the Book Thief looks like a beautiful movie. Emily Watson, Ben Schnetzer, thank you so much for joining us here on the Kiosk Presents.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.